grab.
This is a cool game.
It's our 3-month anniversary today.
That's mad. I feel like I've been coming here for years.
How are you?
What do you think?
You have more energy, you appear more content with your life now than you did 3 months ago. But
Hold up.
only you can tell how you are. I can't do that for you.
I know.
You remember nothing of what happened before the coma. You're not sure you want to remember. I think you do. Do you agree with that, Zoe?
And potentially lose everything I've built here. I know there's something I need to remember, something I'm supposed to be doing. And potentially lose everything I've built here. I'm not sure I can take losing everything all over and potentially lose everything I've built and potentially lose everything I've built here. I know there's something I need to remember. I do. I can't stand feeling there's something I need to remember. So I have to find out.
I understand, okay. Let's see if we can do an exercise. Jog your memory. What is the last thing you do remember?
Dropping out of uni and moving back in with Dad. I'd lost faith in myself and everyone around me. I'd broken up with Reza.
And then something did happen.
Be careful what you wish for, right? Reza vanishing. Me going after him, trying to track him down. I ended up in Newport. I remember being in a safe place and connecting to a dream machine. But that's where it ends.
And before that? Before leaving Casablanca?
Reza asked me to pick up a package. That's what set it all in motion. That and the static.
Do you remember what that turned out to be?
After I woke up, they filled in the blanks. Apparently it was some sort of glitch or virus. Rogue code infecting the World Wide Wire. Someone at Waticorp was using the dream machine to read people's minds. Someone I'd met.
Kavanagh.
Damien Kavanagh. The man behind it all. The perpetrator of the conspiracy. He'd put some sort of worm into the code, turning the dream machine into a mind-controlling tool affecting millions. At least that's what they say.
He recorded a confession before he... At least he came clean. Absolved his employer of any wrongdoing.
Convenient.
In what way?
Oh, forget it. I don't remember any of it. All I know is they poisoned my mind. Inserted false memories. Nothing I saw or experienced was real. The little girl on the screens, the other...
It's very narrative, but it's a good game.
Arcadia. Another colourful figment of their imagination. A synthetic dream.
And you still remember nothing of going to Japan? Breaking into Waticorp?
Nope. I exposed a global conspiracy and
Yes.
all they gave me was a lousy coma.
It's a good
Aside
game.
from you, Reza, and my dad, no one even knows I was involved. Reza kept me out of his expose, and even he doesn't know what really happened during the week I was gone. Maybe my friend Olivia knew something, but she passed away.
You feel responsible.
I went off playing teen detective and people got hurt.
You're worried something else happened to you.
I mean, it's a week of my life. Gone.
Have you used a dream machine yet?
God, no. I feel nauseous just watching you.
She just said she did.
It's becoming a disease, an addiction. I'm concerned about what these lucid, perfect dreams are doing to us. And you were connected to a prototype. There's no way to predict how that may have affected you. Have you spoken with Gabrielle yet?
No, I'm not ready to discuss my dad. We don't talk. He rented out the house, moved to Mumbai.
That's perfectly fine. What do you want to talk about?
Is the new series of Eurotrash a valid topic?
Why not? Our time is almost up.
That's fine. I'm working today.
How's that going?
Really good. I enjoy it. A lot.
I'm glad to hear that. You weren't so sure a month ago.
I'm learning a lot. Neural programming, artificial intelligence. It helps me feel closer to Liv. Olivia, you know? Honouring her memory. Not in a self-sacrificing way. I want to do this. I like working with Mira and Wit. For now. And with the voluntary campaign work, I feel I contribute in other ways too.
You're keeping yourself busy and motivated. You've come a long way.
Hey, Reza,
since
you
we
missed
first
my
met.
birthday stream
Thank
last
you,
week. It
Dr.
was
Zelenka.
October 9th.
Roman, please.
You missed
Same
2
time next
games
week?
that I bought with
Definitely.
donations.
Thanks,
I got
Roman.
Hitman the first season, and I got
Take care, Zoe.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I'd wait if I were you if you want to get Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Why? It's got some bugs.
Dr. Zelenka. Roman. Dr. Roman? I see... No, I really shouldn't. It's a trap. Is that a dragon? Well, it looks like a dragon. What does that mean? What does that say about me? That I'm, if that's real wood, it must have cost a fortune. I didn't know the doc was into cephalopods. I wonder if he has a pet one at home. How can Zelenka afford a piece of furniture like that? Must have been a gift. Knock on wood. I don't often get to do that with real wood. IKEA's plastique just doesn't cut it, not quite. That's my file. I feel an almost irresistible urge to peek.
Do it.
But I shan't. It's never a good idea to read what your therapist writes about you. Oh, nothing at all. A bunch of personal information I had to fill in for my first appointment. And now I feel really guilty for peeking. Boo. I don't know what I was hoping for. A she's real cute note in the margins? Exactly what you'd expect on shrink stuff. Shrinky books.
Shrinky books.
If I drink more of that awful synthetic coffee at this point, I'll really need therapy. I could stare at that for hours and then I really would go insane.
Thank you. Thank you. That's alright, I know people are busy. I know I've reached my big goal for this month, but I want more! Building the new Europe. What do we
What do you
do?
mean I need a permit? I have a permit. I paid a fucking fortune for this permit.
But your permit is no longer valid. You'll need to have it renewed. You have 24 hours to comply.
Fuck off. You have 24 hours to comply.
Well, that makes absolutely no sense. If you do not comply, you will be detained and your food cart confiscated.
If you so much as touch Carl, I will cut off your testicles and make a kebab.
Threats are counterproductive and punishable by law. You have
How does it feel working for a fascist fucking regime, trampling all over the working people?
I'm okay with it. The Grey Health Club, which no overtime pays decent. 24 hours.
Hey,
Hey, where are you?
just leaving therapy on my way to the shop. What's up?
Neck deep. Would I be a bad boyfriend if I asked you to stop by that place with the crazy person and the good food?
Nella bites? Sure. And lazy, not bad.
What?
Not bad boyfriend, lazy boyfriend. What do you want?
Your pick. Nothing...
Exotic. Affirmative. I'll stop by Nella's right now. I should be at your office in 15?
Thanks. You're the best.
I am. See you soon. Building the new Europe? Because that went well. Nela has a nickname for her mobile kitchen, and that nickname is Carl, because Marxist.
Did you see that?
I can't believe the eye is harassing Nella. She sells food. It's not like she's doing anything illegal. What was all that about?
Fucking eye. Making up shit so that they can harass anyone who doesn't toe the line. Now I'm going to waste a whole afternoon standing in line at the district office for a permit I don't fucking need. Never mind that this is just the tip of the garbage heap. They're restricting transit between sectors, adding more security to all the metro stations and ports, requiring paperwork for anything beyond local lines. I mean, what the fuck? I knew Parliament was tight with the syndicate, but this is Chungo, man. They're planning something. Probably going to hunt down and arrest revolutionaries next. That's me, fuck them.
I'm sure you're...
Word is they rounded up all the European Liberty folks in the Berlin district last week, detained them on suspicion of terrorism. Terrorism! For speaking their minds. And okay, for releasing clouds of biograffiti. I know that clique, they're harmless. It was just a call to action. That's fucking terrorism now.
Scary.
Scary. That's exactly
Hey
what it
Miranda,
is.
when you get
Your
old and
candidate
want to
isn't going
retire
change
from
anything
whatever
for
you
the better.
do,
Maybe not.
you want to go
But
south?
Minska won't change anything for the worse either. Unlike Konstantin Wolf.
Kaiser Constantine.
'Cause no one ever
Puta,
retires
if
and
that
goes up
Schwein gets
north.
elected, I'm moving to Paris.
They'd never let you in.
One of the conglomerate city-states of North America then. Newport, the fucking Republic of Los Angeles, hell, even Bostonia. Anywhere but Kaiser's Europe.
That's why Leia Uminska is the best choice. No one's going to put the Marxists in office, Nela. At least my candidate has a fighting chance. And she is a socialist.
She's a moderate, Zoe. A moderate! What's the point in that? Moderation is just another word for compromise. Anyway, what are you having?
Having?
Lunch, Zozo. For your turbo. Listen, I have a new supplier for pork wurst, the collective down on Caprova. Organic meat, the real deal, none of that vat-grown slop. Don't know how they do it. Connections on high, plenty of mouses swapping hands, but they're legal, I think.
The pork sausages sound delicious, but Reza plays it safe when it comes to food. Europolitan through and through. No tolerance for organic meats. I'm working on it, but baby steps. The pork sausages sound totally delicious. I'm not sure Reza will agree, but he needs to be more adventurous when it comes to his diet. The pork sausages sound delicious, but Reza plays it... I'm gonna have to go with the cheese soup. Again.
Dobra, coming up. You should join the protest this afternoon. We're marching on the sector office.
I think it would take a lot more than a political rally for Mira to give me time off. I'm gonna have to pass.
Smart girl. Will probably get beaten by the bulla and tossed in the zona. Just another fucking Monday in Propas.
Where's my soup?
Here you go.
Thanks, Nella.
If you reconsider, we'll head out around noon. Time to let those cunts know we're watching the Watchmen. Down with the fascio oppressors. That's right, Hansi. Keep walking.
Map! Get your map here! Map!
What can I get you, lady? Ahoy, can I get your order? Dolly dolly?
Reza, show me Prista Vista, please. The Pamatnik collapse.
Planning on a trip down the river? You got it, cowgirl. Road past docks, coming right up. Y'all come back anytime now, you hear?
It's between Wolf and Winska, isn't it? Gross and Reba Sound.
Huh? What are you talking about, huh?
And get my hand chewed off? No chance. I'll be tossing my garbage in the gutter like a normal person.
There's no way you can convince me that Kaiser Constantine...
Do you really have to call him that?
What do you think of the game? Reminds me a little bit of Barbie.
The Marxists are so in your face with everything they do. You can't possibly believe that Rebus will win, but they're doing their best to disrupt the status quo. Nella is the only Marxist I know. I guess she has the energy and commitment of a whole apartment building. Still just one vote, though. I do like the Uminska ads. I
When's you
think
heading out to
they get
district
the
this
message
week?
across.
Yeah,
I'm proud to be associated with her political campaign.
Move along. Nothing to see here.
Crowbar's here to help you find your way in ProPass.
He looks really familiar. Who is that? Do I know him?
You know, she gets a lot on me header, but Rebus is straight
That's
up.
the Hand That Feeds
I
logo.
think I'm voting manifesto.
It's conveniently pointing the way to the entrance.
There he is.
Vaultec. Sorry, Zoe, I'm rather busy. Sully needs this Vaultec story done before the end of the day, and he's just not listening to reason.
What's up? Toppling governments and exposing corporate conspiracies?
Ah, all in a daze. How was... you know.
Therapy? Therapeutic, I guess.
You guess.
Well, thank you.
I wish he'd leave the psychotherapy for later, but... Dr. Roman is really good. I don't know if it's helping. I don't remember anything.
But it's getting easier.
Easier? Sure. And sooner or later, I will remember some things. Everything. So what are you working on now?
A couple of things. The clampdown, mostly. There's tons of buzz about the syndicate shutting down parts of the metro. Escalating identity checks, raiding news feeds. We're expecting the worst.
You're loving it.
I wouldn't say that, but it's exciting. We can make a difference.
I pray they try to raid a hand.
Sully's already preparing the lawsuits.
We'll sue them for emotional trauma, unlawful interference with the free press. We'll sue them for 300 million yuan.
He's looking forward to it.
I am looking forward to it. Bring it on.
On your way to the shop?
Ready to get rid of me already? I bring lunch. Cheese soup, the usual.
I forgive you. You can stay as long as you don't talk to me. I need to finish this story.
Clamp down.
No, that new Bingo Dreamer soft drink. Apparently they fast-tracked EFSA approval and skipped a few steps. Some customers have reported seeing the Bingo Dingo after drinking a can. We'll probably get it pulled from vending machines.
That's my boyfriend, getting fizzy drinks yanked from store shelves.
I'm a modern-day Gilgamesh, saving the world from hallucinogenic sugar water. Thanks for lunch. I appreciate it. I guess I'm making dinner.
You guessed correctly, Ziamal. Oh, I won't be home until later. I'm volunteering.
Any special requests?
Nothing heavy. Have the membranes been repaired?
I queried the building net, but no reply. Prepare for the worst.
I can't believe we don't live in a climate-controlled apartment. As soon as I get a raise, we're moving.
I don't want to leave Propast.
No, I like the neighbourhood. But a more modern building would be nice. No more sunny living at Sonnenschein Plaza by Original Consumer Goods. Anyway, lunch. Here, I have to run.
Have fun at the shop. Say hi to Crazy Face.
Mira. Come on, she's not... Well, yeah, she is. Mira is Crazy Face. There's no way around that.
Reza has a great friend and an amazing editor in Sully, and I wouldn't have lasted a month without his shoulder to cry on. Sully's the
Hey,
best.
my favorite manic pixie dream girl.
Sully loves to test me. He knows what buttons to push. I'm calling his... Sully is the sweetest. I know he likes me, but he tried... Yeah, fuck you too. You look awful, by the way. What happened?
A wedding.
Finally. Who's the lucky girl?
You know I only have eyes for you. Dump that deadbeat boyfriend of yours and let's catch the first train to Copenhagen.
I'm trying to slowly poison him with my home cooking. I'll give it a few months. How was the wedding?
Awful. I feel like shit. It was a Polish wedding. A Polish wedding with an unlimited supply of Polish...
God, he is hairy.
Oh, that does sound awful.
Hairy arms? God almighty, who would want him?
It was a disaster. It was all things, good and bad. And once the bride and groom stopped screaming at each other...
He looks like a fucking
it was
gorilla.
incredibly romantic. I'm man enough to admit that I wept. Openly. How was Trieste?
Really good. I mean, it's Trieste. It's not the Gold Coast. But it was nice to get out of the city. Did you know there's an actual sun up there?
Yeah, urban myth. The sun is a lie. I don't believe it for a second. Besides, my skin would probably turn to ashes if it's exposed to UV rays.
You're a child of Propast, Sully.
Constantinople. But close enough. I don't expect an islander to understand European geography.
Born in India, spent half my life in Africa, but hey, who's keeping track?
Talk like an islander, live behind islander walls, deal with islander shame. That's what I say.
Everyone's talking about the clampdowns today. If anyone knows what's going on. What's going on with these eye clampdowns everyone's on about?
Jesus wept those baton heads. It's insidious is what it is. A little bit here, a little bit there, and soon Propast is a bucking gulag.
But why are they doing it?
Who knows? It's the syndicate.
It's got
they don't need something as banal as reasons.
many
they want
different
people off the streets and hooked up
aspects to it.
You think that has something to do with it?
And other characters you get
Yes,
play
no,
as.
maybe. Mouse or rules, and those dream machines are a license to print it. It would be naive to think they're completely unconnected. Watiko holds a lot of sway over the syndicate. But we're going to find out for sure. Your boy toy there, once he's looked into the Phantom Bingo Dingo, will be taking point. This story is going to make a lot of people very angry. And that will make Sully very, very happy.
Self-lution.
Won't they just shut you down?
Let them try. We have the future on our side. And once I win my Pulitzer, I'll whisk you away to a better life.
Copenhagen, right?
That's just for the marriage license. We'll go to Overview in Dacia and live like savages on the beach.
Sounds good. I'll get back to you once I've taken care of you-know-who.
I heard that.
Which part?
All the parts.
Meh. You'll still eat my food, even if it is poisoned.
Food is food.
I've distracted you two enough. When are you coming by for dinner, Billy?
When is your man cooking dinner next?
Cruel but fair. We'll have you over soon. Maybe we'll even find you a dinner date.
Next to you, no woman measures up, but beggars, choosers. Take care, Zoe. Stop by anytime.
Good guy, Sully. I don't know what we'd do without him.
Look at that. God almighty. I would hate for you to actually be an actor and have to have someone shave that. I'm so fucking sorry for your stylists.
Registered trademark of the Revolutionary Church Holdings. Oh, what does that even mean?
Hey asshole, I want to talk to you.
I mean, I can't publish my story by some artificial... It's easy enough. Please, don't tell Reza what I just said about him. Or Sully. I'm sorry.
Rez?
Just a sec. Hey, what's up?
What? I didn't check with Reza if he was happy with my choice of food. Okay?
The food? Oh, food. Yeah, I haven't started eating yet, but cheese soup, my favourite. Can't go wrong with cheese soup. I'll get to it in a minute. I just have to finish up this section.
What was Reza working on again? A story about hallucinogenic substances in bingos. I'm sure I told Reza I'm volunteering tonight, but I'll remind him just... I told you I'm volunteering tonight.
You did not. And I'm not sure politics is something you should worry your pretty little head about, sweetheart.
Jesus, don't do that voice again. Psycho doesn't suit you.
I guess there's a reason I'm scribbling and not a stand-up comedian.
You guessed right. Scribbling. I'll never get used to Europolis slang.
Don't be a dully minette. You go on and hang with your sozy intello clique tonight. I'll be a stay-at-home minette cooking your booth.
Pretty good. Or should that be lekker, super bon? Also, don't do that again. Really creeps me out.
Tamam.
Reza promised to make dinner tonight. This is usually a cause for celebration. What's for dinner?
Really? This is what you interrupt me for? To ask about dinner? What's for dinner is surprise, is what?
That's not food. That's not even English. I thought you said you were a journalist.
A scribbling, they call it here in Europolis. When in Rome, Zoe.
Rome was never part of Europolis, smart-ass. Rome's the capital of the Imperium. Says so on all the signs pointing to there.
Now who's the smart-ass? FYI, Rome's just a ceremonial seat of the Imperium. Barcelona is the political capital. Learn to read the signs properly.
Oh. We had such a lovely time in Trieste. Never mind the shitty hotel, the synthetic beaches, the awful food. It was just good with some time away. It's the first time since I moved here. Do you miss Trieste yet?
What? The 5-star hotel? The sandy beaches and the gourmet buffet? You know you're in Italy when you're eating fake pasta made from processed American corn.
I guess not.
I'm just joking, babe. It wasn't about any of those things. It was nice being away with you.
Not like we can afford anything fancier.
And we don't need it. It was great. Really. I got to see the sun and you in a bikini.
And I got to see you in a black t-shirt and jeans, hiding out in the shade with a book. It was pretty awesome.
Next time, I promise we'll rent an island in the Philippines.
You don't have to promise that. But since you did, I'll hold you to it forever. I know. How's Sully?
Good. Yeah. Great. Right? I think he's doing good. I don't know.
Why do you ask?
Of course you don't. What do you guys talk about?
Work. Politics. Corporations. The syndicate. The Eye. Kaiser Constantine. Football.
Liar. Work stuff. That's all you talk about when you're out drinking.
Well, hasn't been much of that lately. Out drinking.
I know. Because of us. Because of me.
What? No, of course not. And I mean... Sure, we used to go out all the time, but that's because neither of us had a life. And Sully wasn't doing too well after the divorce. He's happy I have better things to do now than go out, get drunk, and have loud arguments about socioeconomics. He has better things to do as well.
Like what? Like work?
Work, okay, yes. But Sully lives for work.
I'm not sure that's healthy. But it's not my business. As long as you don't feel I'm getting in the way.
Hanging out with me was Sully's excuse to not hang out with anyone else. This way, sooner or later, he'll have to find a substitute. Hopefully one he can mate with.
Sure. But still, you guys should hang out on your own soon. No, actually, not soon. Tomorrow. Tomorrow, you're taking Sully out, and I'm finally going to unpack and get organised.
Sure?
Affirmative.
Alright. I'll ask Sully.
What will he say, though?
How's that story going?
You mean the story I told you about less than 5 minutes ago?
Just checking in.
It's going well, but it feels a bit inconsequential in the light of everything else that's happening.
Hey, come on. A soda that makes you see cartoon animals? That's big, man. Children could be drinking that.
Of course someone needs to write the piece, but that someone could be anyone. Like Sophia, she's the newbie.
And now you're doing it, and you'll do it well. There's no such thing as a worthless story. You told me that.
I lied. Of course there is, but... yeah... no, not this one. You're right, I shouldn't complain. It's not a sexy story, but it is important.
That's my boy. I should get going. I'm going to be late for work. Mira will yell at me in Bombaya and I won't understand any of it.
Hey, don't look at me. I'm not keeping you.
I know, or me. Bye. Are you busy?
Busy, but never too busy for you. What's on your mind?
Sully mentioned he went to a wedding this weekend. Whose wedding were you attending?
Some old uni friends with whom I used to ingest copious amounts of vodka. We celebrated our reunion by ingesting copious amounts of vodka. By the end of the evening, the bride and groom weren't quite clear on who had married whom.
Did you end up with one of the bridesmaids?
I ended up with the best man.
Oh, interesting.
Sharing not a bed, but a bottle. Though I do recall telling him I loved him at some point. The bridesmaids, alas, were all engaged.
They were all getting married?
They were all otherwise engaged.
Oh? Oh, right. Sully makes a lot of jokes about liking me. So are you seeing anyone yet, Sully?
Seeing anyone? I see people every day. I'm surrounded by them. I have no need to see more people.
This is why you're not seeing anyone. You're a closed book.
And a weighty, dusty one, written in longhand in a long dead tongue by an inebriated monk. In other words, a bocking masterpiece.
I give up.
My brilliant scheme bears fruit.
I still don't... Sully and Reza have been friends for as long as I can recall. How is Reza doing?
That pale, skinny, good-for-nothing Colo of yours. Ha! One morning you'll wake up and realize what you're missing out on.
When that happens, I'll come running.
And he would come running after you. He loves you, that dully.
He'd better. We've had our ups and downs.
You're worried you've stolen him away from me?
No, not that. But, yeah.
Zoe, look, I joke around a lot. But here's the thing. Before you came, Reza was buried in his work. He was obsessed with it. It was doing bad things to his reporting. A good journalist knows the importance of distance. You give him that. And perspective, too. He is more well-adjusted now. I can finally enjoy his company. So you did us both a favor, really.
I'm glad to hear you feel that way.
Still, the man is a warm to some trauma. You'd be better off with a realist like me.
Oh, I know. Sully doesn't seem worried that the Eye or the authorities will shut down the hand that feeds, even though they keep poking a sleeping bear with a stick. The Eye was bothering my friend Nela this morning.
The Marxist with the food cart. I like her. She has fire. Yes, they have been going after a lot of political activists lately.
Why? The Eye serves the syndicate, not the government.
The lines are blurring. The corps have representation in parliament and in every major political party. They're basically running the show. But I think what the Eye is up to has less to do with politics in general and more to do with control. The corporations want passive consumers. They don't want activism or political upheaval. They don't want anything to change. Change is bad for business. So they're trying to quell discontent, silence the opposition. It's just business. And business as usual. But it does feel like there's something more to it this time around. Maybe it's the elections, maybe something else. We'll keep digging until we strike oil or unleash the bats of hell.
Sully doesn't seem worried. So you don't think they'll just shut you down once you publish your story?
What, the Eye? Parliament, Europolice, Watercorp, the Syndicate, Mr. London and the criminal underworld. Dieter Gross and the coalition of pasty white males, Kaiser Constantine and his European Dawn goons. Pick your poison. They all want us dead and gone. But the Hand has been around for a decade, and it'll be around for a decade from now. If I'm shut down, others will take over. The Hand has a life of its own, and it's ferocious.
Isn't this different, though? I can't remember things being this bad before.
Everyone thinks now is different, but it's not. Now is the same as before, same as how it will be. Corporations rule, governments are corrupt, crooked politicians rise to power, and organized crime feeds off them all like tapeworms. When we have this conversation in 20 years, you'll understand what I mean.
I've seen change. I remember the collapse, how that affected everything and everyone.
Before the collapse, things were the same as they are now. It changed things then, and for a little while, but gravity reasserted itself. The Bok sank once more to the bottom.
Did I ever tell you you're such a sunny, positive guy, Sully?
Welcome, new viewer.
I am a positive guy.
Strico, how are
Positive
you?
about the realities of life. I adjust my expectations accordingly. And I'm rarely disappointed.
It's all... I should get going, Sully.
How was work?
Yeah, good. Mira can be a real suka. Sorry.
Sorry. She'd wear the word as a badge, that one. Everyone who knows Mira knows she's front runner for pro-past, least likable human. I'm impressed you survived as long as you have without strangling the life out of her.
That's good, that's good.
I know how to handle Mira. And which the loveliest person in the world.
Well, if Babbo gives you Bok today, you tell me and I'll dig up some dirt on your suka.
That probably won't be necessary. But thank you.
God, do you guys ever shut the fuck up?
So are you, Sully. Oh, sure, I'll just start writing a story about, let's see, memory loss? Living in denial?
Okay, I see what's going on. I can't do that. I gotta go high. Take that off. Take that off. Should be fine now.
Juice? I've got plenty of personal experience to draw on.
Open the door. Yeah, I've got to restart the stream. Just give me a sec. I know. I changed the graphics and shit went haywire. Well, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of CreamTV. I hope you liked it. If you did, leave a like, comment, follow, subscribe. You want to see more awesome CreamTV content just like this, stay updated with me on Twitter at Lord_Cream_CTVG. I do all sorts of things on there. I do giveaways on there. I do giveaways on stream through Stream Elements. I do Gleam giveaways. I do giveaways random on stream every single day. So you want to stay up to date with that? Stay up to date with me. As always, part of the interruptions, stay happy, healthy, safe, out of trouble, and most importantly, stay creamy. Until the next awesome godlike creamy goodness. Thank you. Well, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of CreamTV. If you liked it, go ahead and leave a like, comment, follow, and subscribe. Also, go ahead and turn on your notifications so you don't miss a single thing. Ding, ding, ding. Like and engage with my social media up top in the overlay, also in the description below. Also, like and engage with my Twitch and YouTube, also in the overlay in the description below. I do different content on both platforms. Also, I also do different giveaways on both platforms from time to time. Also, if you happen to be a Twitcher or YouTuber yourself and you're familiar with an auto host, that's for Twitch. If you'd add me to that and I started streaming and you weren't streaming, your channel will broadcast my channel. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, both get exposure, depending on the amount of hosts you have and the order that they're in. And for YouTube, there's an auto feature channel. I'll use myself as an example. Say I made you an auto feature channel. You will show up on my main YouTube page underneath a banner on the right side in a little box that says Cream Legionaries with your channel name and avatar, and anyone comes to click on it, including yourself, it goes straight to your YouTube page. Pretty cool, right? Yeah! The name and location of that box all depends on your personal YouTube layout. And if you happen to do it with Twitch and YouTube and you want to do both those three, oh my god, I'm going to thank you so much! and I have no problem doing it back. Just ask. And as always, if you wish to make a donation to CreamTV, it's so easy to do. You can go to my Twitch page, up top in the overlay, phone links in the description below. And if for some reason Twitch is down or the page is in response for the pill button it's just not working correctly, you can use the alternate most preferred method of donating my users at streamlabs.com. Also link in the description below. And the cool thing about Streamlabs, you can go there and interact with the stream with music, polls for votes, games, mini games, all sorts of cool stuff. And I've also started up a Patreon account, which is also linked in the description below. And that is for the funding and upkeep of www.streamer-squad.com's website. My website, my community. Website has launched. We're in alpha access. Not everything's complete. Some is. We're working on getting to beta. All funds accumulated are greatly appreciated, and all proceeds will go to better hardware, software, gaming, internet, and most importantly, a better viewing experience for you, the people of Twitch, YouTube, wherever else I upload these videos, wherever else these videos found their place, and of course the lovely creepers and legionaries of the Cream Buyer and Streamers Squad. As always, pardon the interruptions. Stay happy, healthy, safe, out of trouble, and most importantly, stay creamy and tune in for the next awesome godlike creamy goodness. Thank you.